All right, well, speaking of bad television and running viewers off, the next thing they did was Maria May having her match on Dynamite that Tony Storm wouldn't watch against Queen Amarita. So, some big star power here on both sides of this fence. And I watched the first 2 minutes, and folks, imagine two newborn fawns trying to navigate their way across a frozen lake on roller skates. You might get some semblance of what was going on here. But finally, obviously, Maria May wins the thing, and then Renee Moxley Good, who's everywhere, is in the ring with her, and she does the fake excitement about winning her AEW debut, and she hopes Tony was watching and proud of her. And nobody cared about what she was saying, and then she knocked New Jersey, and she got a little And then as soon as that happened, music played, and here comes Deonna Purrazzo. And she's been an independent female wrestler forever, trained quite a bit with Rip Rogers. She's pretty good as far as technically knows what she's doing. But even though she's from New Jersey, I'm not sure that she's a household name yet because she hasn't been on this television, and people just expect her. I don't say people. Apparently, Tony or whatever, they just expected, oh my God, she's hometown, so it's going to be like, Trish coming back to Toronto or whatever. People did know, but it wasn't goddamn Stone Cold busting the glass. And she cuts a promo and knocks Tony and tells Maria to tell Tony that she's going to find her because she's all elite and we're in the age of the virtuoso. And again,
is it virtuoso or virtuosa?
I thought it was virtuosa. Well, what is a virtuosa?
I don't know. I thought she had a different spelling, but I wasn't really paying too close of attention.
Well, is that the male virtuosa and female? You say tomato and I say tomato, and one of them has a dick and one doesn't? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Gender specific virtuoso, virtuosa?
I don't know.
Come see, come saw.
I was hoping you had some insight on this.
I don't have any insight. I have not one bit of fucking insight. I'm moving along now, but the point is, the crowd chanted something, and Maria paused and then said, well, I'm not a messenger. Tell her yourself, bitch. And now we're to shit stain, back to bitch slap. And she slapped Deonna, and Deonna slapped her and kicked her, and Mariah rolled out and they played some music, and I wrote, good God. I mean, where did Maria May come from again? Has she ever done television before?
Mariah May, I believe she was wrestling for Stardom before this, and from people who watch Stardom, they all say that she's a very talented in-ring
Stardom
wrestler.
Is one of the Japanese outlaw girl operations, right?
Well, I think they may be in-law by this point. I think they're the biggest of the Japanese women's wrestling organizations.
Nicest women in prison.
That's right. And some of them have broken out here in the States, of course. Most of them are from Japan. I believe she's British. So she's coming to AEW via...
How did a British woman get into a Japanese girls wrestling promotion to be hired by an American wrestling nerd who's a mark for Japanese women's wrestling?
Well, she was following Timeless Tony Storm, I believe, in storyline at least.
But, well, anyway.
I'd never seen Queen Amarata or whatever her name was before.
I thought it was Queen Amarita? Am I right?
I'm not sure, but attractive woman. But you're right, because she was so tall and she had long legs, it looked like a baby. When you said that, I saw it. She looked like a baby deer. The women's division, I mean, I don't know what you're going to do. I mean, now they're trying to bring in some talent. I've not seen too much of Deonna Purrazzo, but obviously I know who trained her and I've heard good things, but I've not seen enough. So I can't say anything.
It would have been nice if instead of just signing her and throwing her out there with a green girl, and Deonna hadn't done a bunch of television as far as I know, but this other girl is completely green and awkward, you can tell. Instead of throwing them out there and having them cut promos, do a little package on Deonna. Tell us who she is. Give her a fucking 6-minute, 7-minute TV match to beat somebody convincingly. And maybe make a couple of comments over a period of a week or 2 or 3. Instead of sending them right out there to fucking twist in the wind on a live interview with not even with an announcer in the ring to fucking steer the ship.
Well, especially if you're not going to get just a monster pop. If it is someone who, yeah, they're going to get a pop because the people who know they're a hometown person. But if there was a video leading up to something, then it would also justify why she's in her wrestling gear and why her Titantron is ready. And all these other things are just prepared for her to come out here for this.
Oh, no, wait a minute. It's not the Titantron, it's the Tonytron.
The Tonytron. Hey, while we're talking about all this, because I don't know if you saw it.
It might even be a Tony Trinitron.
I may have seen it first at the pay-per-view and the pre-show. I'm not sure. But I said, I got to talk to Jim about this. They aired it, I think, on here too. Did you see the Serena Deeb video?
I did not. I was fast-forwarding through some parts of this show that looked like commercials. I may have missed it.
Just when I'm ready to completely dismiss this women's division once again, this Serena Deeb video of her in training to come back was serious. It was well done, not too over the top. I'll see if I can find a link to send it to you.
She's a great tech. She spent a lot of time in OVW, trained with Rip Rogers and the whole OVW gang. She's a great technical wrestler in ring. She takes business somewhat seriously. I thought that's why they ran her off the last time. Maybe she's been hurt too. I don't know what the fuck's going on with these people.
Maybe Britt Baker is the devil.
And well, that's why she keeps wearing that blue dress. All right, we're at the 9 o'clock hour.